Now I have the window light coming in, and we discussed that earlier on. So now you want to have the key light. If you've decided the window is the key light, you have to put a key light in to fill. And there it is, a key light pretty close to me to fill in the idea of the window light and balance a little bit more. And I'm standing where the camera would be. And behind, right beside the camera here, is the fill. So I'm going to walk over here and slowly turn around so nobody freaks. And there's the key, and there's the camera tripod, and there's the fill, right? So that's with the window and the shutters open. This is with no lights on at the moment, 0 lights. Now pull on the key and fill now. Now you've decided that the light is coming from here, and it's up, it has to be up higher because it's going to be shining through the window. So this is your key, and that is your fill. And so that's what you start with now. We can turn on lights overhead. And it helps fill in down here a little, as you can see. So it helps here, and if you don't have that, you can always bring another light in further back and just fill in the bottom, right? So that there's definition. And that's helping here a little. So there you go. And it's good enough for a video. So there you go. Now, let's go to another option. Let's decide that the blinds are closed and you want the light coming from the ceiling. Let's set that up. So here's my seat. There's the window with the shutters down. And there's the fill light back there in the living room now. And the key light is right up here, up against the roof nearly. So that's the one I'm about to show you. Now we've moved the key light here, so it's inside the room, not by the window. We could actually cut the window out and make it look like a room shot, and the fill is over here on the other side, so I've reversed it. Now it's not this. So I've decided it's the lights in the house, so we can turn on these halogens up above me and you get more of a house feel. But if we just move the camera a little bit and take the window out, it looks like the source is coming from this side. You can move your fill around, especially only with an 8-foot ceiling here, but you have to worry about where does your shadow lie and how you want your shadow to show up on your shots. What is that saying? There's some light source coming from here somewhere, right? And this is key over here, and this is fill, but this shadow is being caused a little bit by this. The more overhead this light gets, the more it looks like a room light. Turn on these. I don't think it does much. Just gives it a bit of a different color, the overhead lights. But you know, videos like that, it's not a film, and the lamps are very low wattage. I mean, we use 10Ks in film, so you're using very small bulbs. So you have to maneuver around it, and this is why lighting takes so long in film. You'd have 4 hours for a lighting for one shot. So it's all about the shadows and what it looks like. So there you go. This is with 2 lights, and you can add one more for fill or 2 for video. But you really don't have to get carried away. Let's see if we can improve the shadow. I moved the key in here, just over my head, so it looks like light shining down. To give you an idea, you can change your shadows, and it looks more like light from the roof. So there you go, and there's the actual post of the light there, and we just out of frame a little. And I'll sit in. Gotta put the I'm just turning on the key, and you can see it creates more of a shadow there, which I'm not really happy about. So we're going to put that up and see if we can improve that as well. Or bring it in a little. It still creates a little bit of an odd shadow there, which I'm not happy about. Yes, I put my key light, which is just here to the right up to the ceiling and facing down, and you're getting a more interior light look. So this is just with the one light actually, and the interior light's on, which I'll switch off. See? And that's actually quite good because you've got the shadow down below here. It looks like a house light, so I mean you can get away with this shot. One light. You put the fill in, you're going to get a back shadow in here. And that's the hard thing, is trying to remove those shadows and get them right for your shot. And always, always, where is your source of light? Where is your key or source of light coming from? Where do you want it to come from? Okay? And then from there, it's easy. This is with my key on, and you can see I create a little bit of a shadow behind me, but it's not bad. I can move that light around and get that removed. So this is pretty good. I moved the fill light a little bit over this way, so it's more in line with me, and the key is just right here. So now you can see the shadows are pretty acceptable. And you know, you gotta shoot now with this light in your wide shot, and then come in and get your close-ups and that, and you'll be away. But this is just a general idea of lighting for small videos and beginners. And then, you know, later on you have lighting crews, and you move on to large lights and lighting crews, and you know, much bigger lighting setups with maybe 10 or 12 lights and things like that, which take 4 hours to set up. This is the fun side of it, where you can do it all on your own.